Hello and welcome to the FC26 tier list for promos up until Winter Wildcards. Guys, we've had some good ones, some bad ones, and I'm here to rate them all. But before we start, if you want cheap and reliable coins, go to u7buy.com, link in my bio, use code BLUES for an 8% discount. Now guys, remember, these are just my own opinions and what I've experienced out of the promos, the pack luck, how often we see these cards, how good are they, how often have they made my teams. Obviously, some of the cards have been phased out by now because we're later into FIFA. I'm going to rate the promos based on when they were released and how effective they were to the current squad that I had back at that time. So let's get right into it with the most basic promo that comes out every week. Team of the week is going straight into the fodder tier. I don't really use it besides the squad builders that I need, to complete. Unless you packed Puteus that one weekend on FUT Champs, I don't really see a point in keeping a team of the week. Yeah, they're pretty useless. Moving swiftly onwards, we've got cornerstones. Now, guys, if we remember the cornerstone teams when they came out, I was so hyped about this Cole Palmer as a Chelsea fan, of course, but you still have Valverde. That Reinders is still a great card, I mean, some people still use that card because it's so good. Nico Williams, a great card. Go to Team 2, you've got Cristiano Ronaldo, the Pina card that was extinct for a while, and you've still got some good cards that go for hundreds of thousands of coins, and it's December. This is the first promo of the year, and it's December. Some of these cards are still getting used. So based on all that, Cornerstones is going to land in the OP tier for me. I mean, with the Pina, the Reinders, I mean, there's still some great cards, and when it came out, if you had one of them, you were set. Moving on to Ratings Reload, here we go. Team 1, Alvarez, Son, kind of the highlights. Ekitike still there, but I remember when these cards came out, they were really good. I felt like Cornerstones was slightly better, in my opinion. I mean, you didn't have broken cards. Here's Team 2. Your highlight is Shaw at 90 rated. The Euro was great. I had used Euro a lot when I got him out of my rating reload guarantee. But it's nothing that I'm looking at. I'm saying, oh yeah, this card I'm going to use today. And when Cornerstones had gotten out of packs, it was still the better promo. So I'm going to go ahead and put ratings reload on the bench tier just because the best players aren't really startable. Now we go straight into one of everyone's favorite promos throughout the years. I was there. I remember many years ago, FIFA 20. Ultimate Scream, we were all there, but it has returned for FC26, and guys, it was a great promo, okay? It was a wonderful promo. The way they did it, the way they executed it, it was absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad they brought it back. Here's Team 1. You still got Vinny, who's healthily over a mil. You've got Rafael Leao, absolutely fantastic, and the stat boosts were great as well. I remember that in Buemo. Oh, I hated playing that in Buemo. Team 2, sort of the same. We still got that Dembele that I swear I've never seen. The Mariona, who we all know if you played in FUT Champs at all during this time, or even now, after her 99 defense stat boost, that we all hated that. Griezmann, I love that Griezmann card. The Pulisic card was pretty decent for a while. Frimpong is still good. And then, of course, the heroes, all the way Ron, a pain in my ass. Di Natale, fantastic. Hamsik, fantastic. Futre, pretty good. Matuidi, Abs Toure, even on the bench. I even noticed, why would they put him on the bench? I'm going to go ahead and easily place it in the OP tier simply because these cards are going to be usable throughout the year, and then you're going to evo them, and they're going to be fantastic. Swiftly on into the road to the knockouts cards. The Europa League ones and the conference ones aren't going to be featured. I don't really care about them. I'm sorry, they do nothing for me. But if we check out the team, yeah, you see some good cards. You see Hansen, you see Lamine, you see Holland, Saliba. A lot of cards still over a mil because they're still getting upgrades. But the thing is, guys, by the time these cards get their upgrades, if they get their upgrades, right, I think only a few of these are going to get their true upgrades, like Saliba, Holland, maybe Hansen, of course, because Barcelona women's team is crazy. While they are good cards, the reason why they have to be good now is because some of them are going to be quite useless by the time we get to January when they get their true upgrades. And I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth the investment. I think when Winter Wildcards comes out, when Team of the Year comes out, and those two play styles drop, man, I don't know. I don't know about this team. These cards are also super rare. I feel like the pack luck was just irrelevant. If we check out the heroes here, the heroes are awful. I mean, unless you pack Hazard. Did Rossi, do you care? Do you not? I don't know. The 81 pace kind of kills it, but just because the cards were so rare and I feel like the upgrades are going to be too late, it's going to go into my bench tier, all right? I just feel like the promo wasn't as hype as it should be. It's it feels a little bit irrelevant, and, we'll see if those upgrades have any contribution to my opinion later when I make this tier list at the end of the year, but yeah, it's going in my bench tier for now. And then we move into a very controversial promo, the captain's promo. Guys, let's check out the team here. It feels like one of those really random promos that EA drops every year that, you know, just to fill the week, just to fill the void. They had no idea what they were doing. Of course, you know, you're going to release your 4th or 5th Mbappe just for fun, just because why not? You know, thanks EA, we really needed that. Donnarumma, Van Dijk, I mean, you know, and then a ton of cards. I mean, they could have split this up into 2 teams for sure. They went with one. You've got some, you know, a random Cristiano Ronaldo. I didn't even exist down here. I didn't even know that card existed. But you've got a lot of interesting players here, and obviously it's to represent all the countries, and I think it's very cool. Why they gave Tim Ream a card for the United States, I have no idea. It doesn't represent the United States at all, I feel like. That guy's ancient. But it is super cool to see that they decided to try and include every country. But it just feels like there's some favoritism, and it feels like that it's not... It doesn't get you excited. If this promo was released closer to the World Cup and had the OP cards and the really cool players and a bunch of upgrades, then yeah, I could easily see this promo being one of the best promos of FIFA, but they release it in a time where nobody cares. And quite frankly, some of those cards were irrelevant. I didn't even really play during that week because I didn't care. It's going in my fodder tier, and simply because I don't care about the promo, and some of the cards are just so rare. I feel like they don't exist. Next, we have the FC Pro promo. Now, this one threw me for a loop as well. It felt like these 2 weeks were just so irrelevant, and this promo is by far way worse. I don't know what EA was thinking, trying to promote their pro scene that barely exists anymore. I can't even speak for it, honestly. I know they're getting upgrades. I almost bought the Garnacho card because, again, Chelsea, and I'm building a Chelsea team. But at the end of the day, I mean, like, what is this? What? Who cares? Who cares? It's going straight into the discards here. I do not care. I don't need to hear anyone out for it. We're moving straight on. Thunderstruck. Welcome back, Thunderstruck. One of the favorites of the EA community. That's why it keeps returning over and over again. We're going to check out the team. Guys, it's a great team. You love to see it. Bellingham, of course. Putellas. They made Rodri good. If you make Rodri good, that means it's a good promo, you know what I mean? Teo Hernandez returns. Pedro Neto, that card went up like 200k. Rafinha's hovering around 500. Musiala, it's a great promo. But here's where I have the problem. You know, you look at this bench, and there is so many unnecessary fodder cards. I don't get it, EA. I really don't. Again, I don't know half these cards, and it makes me feel like I don't even know if Gravenberch ever existed. You know, it's so hard to even want to give a promo like this a good rating when you see the good cover stars, you see the great cards, and you're like, oh man, like, you know, this promo is going to be great. I have a chance of packing the greatest cards. No, you don't. No, you don't. Unless you're spending money and you're opening store packs, the odds that you get one of these cards, one of the great cards out of your FUT Champ, you know, FUT Champion Rewards, Rivals, it's just so low. Here is the part where that sways that opinion again. These icons are insane. I mean, the amount of good icons in one promo at the beginning of FIFA, these cards are going to be used till the end of time, some of them. I mean, that Maradona is going to stay above at least 5 mil for the next 3 months. It's absolutely insane what they've done with the icons. I remember I had the Maldini on loan. Oh my god, the best center back in the game, and it will stay that way probably until Team of the Year, even after. So just because of the icons and the fact that there are so many good cards, and if you packed one of them, you're one of the luckiest people on the earth, I'm going to put it in the OP tier. The evolutions were good. It was a very nice promo. The problem is most of us common folk, I swear we don't ever see a good card. Like, if you saw a good card in that promo, you're whitelisted. I don't know what to say. And then we move into the promo that got everyone hype for FC 26 and its Ultimate Edition pre-order. I know it got me super excited. I pre-ordered it right away, but it's the icon guarantee and the champion icon upgrade. So if we go ahead and we take a look at the players, the upgrades that they have and the prices, they don't really have a squad on FUTBin. I'm not sure why, but doesn't matter. Basically, right, if you didn't get R9, Iniesta, Zlatan, I'd say Khan is a win because he's such a good goalkeeper in game. Oh, you know, Chiellini's great. Chiellini's actually amazing. Marcelo's great. Even Shabamkan is pretty good. Cece's not that bad. She was good for a while. Morgan, Henry, or Totti, you basically lost, which, again, is a good amount of players that you can confidently say, you know, oh, that's worth it, right? That's worth the pre-order, or that's worth even, you know, the EA Pro that you might have bought the subscription way back in the day. I don't know. I feel like a lot of us saw Tony Kroos or Steven Gerrard, and, you know, we got kind of screwed. I know I got screwed. I saw Tony Kroos, and I barely used him, honestly. I used him for the first couple weeks. Haven't really put him in my squad since. But for everybody else, they're really great. They're really good. Now, because they're so rare, and because I feel like the best cards, you never see them, I'm gonna say starting squad tier, simply because Most of us have players that are going to get replaced within the next month. I can guarantee that. Again, Winter Wildcards is coming, and it is going to replace a lot of these mid-level icons, mid-level players, because of those two play styles. Now we move on to one of my favorite promos yet, Jogo Bonito, and I'm going to explain it why. Obviously, you know, the squad is pretty good. Vitinha, Bonmati obviously is the best card, hands down. Some of the cards are decent. Most of them, you could argue, it's mostly fodder, right? But the evolutions were great, right? The 5-star skills, Cole Palmer, of course, but I don't really care about that Cole Palmer in this case. I don't even have him. I haven't bought him. Besides the point, you got De Jong, you got some of the decent cards, and then it's kind of like, the evolutions are great. And because of that, I don't want to give this a fodder promo rating, right? And the 5-star skills, I still think it's a great promo. I'm a bit of a fan. I played a lot in the during this week. You go and look at the heroes. Ginola, didn't even know that card existed. Gonna be honest. But, you know, it's still good. You get Gervinho, Quaresma. You know, you have some good players here that you're like, oh, you know, that would be a good card for my team. I could easily see it. And not only that, they're affordable 5-star players. You know, they're affordable. And for that reason, I'm going to go with bench tier. I think the bench tier is perfect for it. I'm going to put it at the front, though, because some of the players can easily make your starting squad. It's just the evolutions for me are so good, and I love 5-star skills, so it's going in my upper bench tier 100%. Now, we've got a little bit of a semi-promo here. I threw it in here because, you know, I feel like it should be included. It's the man of the match cards from the UCL, from the Champions League, and then the Women's Champions League as well. I didn't really pull up the images for this because it's not really necessary, because I'm going to go ahead and put it straight in your bench tier. Some of the cards are decent, but honestly, the reason why it even is in the bench tier, not fodder, is because some of those cards, because they're so rare, you can sell them, and they're pretty good cards, like, but you can sell them for 100k. Like, I packed Dick Hettelaere. Sold him for 100k. Easy profit right there. Just, you know, happened to be chilling in my pack. Thank you so much. So maybe that's why I put it in the bench tier. Otherwise, it would go in fodder. Honestly, if you packed it untradeable, it probably is fodder to you. Nonetheless, I still thought it was a good promo. I still think it's good. It's not as good as the UCL one, so it's on the verge of fodder. And now we're down to the final week before Winter Wildcards. It's an exciting time for all of us. We got Winter Wildcards leaks everywhere. It's really, really fun. It's a really, really good time to be a FIFA player. But here we go. Unbreakables, right? It's an interesting position, in my opinion. Because on one hand, you have some great players, right? You have that Salah, the Saka, you know, and even like the not good players. Here's the thing about this promo for me. Even like the not good players are still good, right? Like Santi Cazorla's 30k, but I loved him during his loan, right? I used it for the objective, the scoring with the Unbreakables. He's great. He's fantastic. Kamavinga down here, you know, some sneaky cards that are somewhat decent. But there's just so many bad cards, okay? You go to the icons, and here's where it falls apart for me, okay? These icons are horrible. They're all horrible. Vintage is amazing, and otherwise, like, compared to some of the other icons we've seen, these icons are going to be useless in a month, right? And that's like what I like to think about, right? Is like the timing coming up, the longevity of the promo. And again, this is one of the promos. They're filling the void of the week. They're just trying to make it a Winter Wildcards because it's a huge promo for them. EA doesn't care about, you know, these weeks. They just want to get something out there for people to spend their money on. And for that reason, this one is going to go in my fodder tier list. It's going to go above Team of the Week and Captains. But it's just fodder. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, we're getting all these players out of our squad by next week. And then finally, the promo that snuck up on us all that we literally had no idea about except for a few days before when leakers found out about it. The classic XI Heroes promo. Guys, this is easily a starting squad tier promo, same as the champion icon player upgrade. It's because, listen, again, I don't even think some of the best players are rare. Honestly, I've seen companies, I've seen Gutis, I've seen everything, honestly. I got Zé Roberto, not mad about it. I'm so glad I didn't get Gomez or Poppin. I feel bad for whoever got them. At least Poppin has low driven, so you can cope with that. But listen, this is a great promo, and they're gonna get upgrades again. So, in my mind, a free pack. You didn't even have to pre-order the Ultimate Edition for this one. This just came out. They said, here you go. Everybody who logs in, have at it. You know, and you still got like 4 more weeks almost to log in and claim this. So I think it's a great thing that EA did. Get people back in the groove. Get people excited for the upcoming promos of Winter Wildcards and Team of the Year after. So that is it. This is my tier list for the halfway mark, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Leave your comments and your opinions down below. I'm curious as to what y'all think should be the correct tier list of these cards. Honestly, guys, some of them could be moved around. It's based on your own preference. I hope you subscribe. I hope you like, and I hope you're here for the next time I do this. Make sure to go check out U7Buy, subscribe, and I will see you later.